play. I think they're going to take it to the quarter and switch sides of the field. 4 seconds. Let's see if he tries to get a play off. And he does. Handoff is to Smooth, and he breaks the tackle. He's close to the marker. And that's the end of the first quarter. Northside Patriots leading the Westover Patriots 14-0. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Over a play fake, Keon Thomas slides and gets the first down. He only needed a couple on that, and he moves the chains for Westover as they are now at the 34-yard line. Moving back to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10. Keon Thomas, handoff to Smooth. Smooth breaks the tackle, still churning his legs, moves the pile and gets a big 8 yards. And gets closer to the marker once again, and it will be a 2nd down and 3. Good 7-yard run by Jamonte Smooth. Thomas, handoff to Smooth. Smooth breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and he gets to the 18-yard line. Taking him down is Xavier Campbell. The ball's on the 19-yard line as Westover down 14-0. They want to try to cut into this lead, and he bobbles the football, and Smooth underneath it, but we do have a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is by the refs. We do have a score update. LaGrange is leading Whitewater 7-0 up at Callaway Stadium. They're playing at Callaway tonight because Troup County is playing Stars Mill tomorrow. And Callaway is on the road taking on Redan. We'll try to get some score updates from the Jags Central game and Lochapoka, the Poke Away, and Notasulga. It is going to be a 5-yard penalty on Northside, and that's going to bring up a 1st and 5. The ball is on the 14-yard line. And another pre-snap whistle. Let's see what the call is. We've had quite a few penalties here in this game and have a pretty good crowd as the fall weather as we get close to October. The sun's starting to go down later in the evening. Got a nice crowd from Albany making their trip up to Columbus. It is a 5-yard penalty on Westover, and so they'll end up getting those 5 yards back, and it'll be a 2nd down and 10. Keon Thomas in the shotgun. Handoff to Dominique Ball, and he's moving the pile, and he's close to the marker inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 1. David Simmons on the tackle.
All right, everyone.
Get a first down.
Thank you, Richard, for filling in. Westover's driving. They're down 14-0 to Northside. Handoff up the middle, and they're trying to get back into this game. Caden Clay has been fantastic. Our Facebook page has been deleted. Facebook mistakenly thinks that we're stealing from our own content as we're live on our YouTube channel, so please go subscribe there. We're also live on my page, Thrift Barringer. Don't know what has happened. We'll try to fix that. but momentarily we are here live at Kinnett Stadium. Northside leading 14-0, and we just started the second quarter. Caden Clay has been fantastic.
He really has. 2 touchdown passes on the day. And that's really Northside just been driving the football. Westover got a big stop because Northside had the ball again up 14-0. Westover could flip some momentum in this game if they're able to score here, down 14-0. This is a 3rd and 2. Northside is going to have to come up with a big stop. Smooth. Oh, did he get over? Yes, he did. That is going to be a touchdown for Camonte Smooth.
So Westover scores to make it now 14-6. And with 9:10 remaining here, Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and we're going to try to get everything situated here. They're right back in this game. Northside's going to get the ball back after punting after 2 straight scoring possessions.
Oh, and the kick is blocked.
It is blocked, and now 14-6. And just like that, Westover is right back in this game. Rivers and Jackson set to receive, and we're live here at Kinnett Stadium, Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Yeah, both teams 3 and 2. This is a non-region game.
Kick is on the way. Returnable by Jackson. Jackson's going to take it off and get a great run. Bounces off a tackle all the way down to the 50-yard line, and a great return from Jay Jackson, and that's good field position for the Northside Patriots.
I'll tell you what, Thrift, Jay Jackson refused to go down. He made one man miss. He missed the tackle, and then he's still on his feet, and now they're at the 50-yard line. Great field position for Northside, hoping to answer that score on last possession by Westover.
First and 10 Northside at midfield.
Comes Caden Clay, feeling the pressure.
And there goes Caden Clay. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it, and a good pass. Aaron Osborne said he caught it. Let's see what. Oh, no, the referees are going to say incomplete to make it 2nd down now.
Good effort by Osborne. But, yeah, the refs had a better angle than anybody here, and he did not have control of the football. I'll tell you, Thrift, but this fall weather, it's a gorgeous night. The sun is getting down earlier and earlier in the evening, and it's just a nice night for some football all over the Chattahoochee Valley.
Clay takes the snap, hands it off to Rivers. Rivers bounce around in that pocket, not much, and they're going to say he didn't gain anything. That's going to make it 3rd and long.
That was a big tackle by Jamari Barfield, the 5'9" junior. Strong safety coming into the box and stuffing Kingston Rivers. I know that Kingston Rivers is wanting to try to break one open here in this game. I mean, this is where it's really Are you going to try to stop the run, or are you going to try to stop the pass? Because Caden Clay can beat you with both. He could beat you with some wide receiver bubble screens, some running back screens out in the flat. He's got a 3rd and 10. Let's see if he can pick this up.
And that screen pass is caught by Kingston Rivers, and there he goes. He's got a lot of green light. He's got a good block, and he's got one man to beat, but brought down, but not before a 25-yard gain all the way down in the west side, Westover territory to the 24-yard line.
And Jaden Coleman for Westover was holding on for dear life to try to get him down, but what a block by the Northside player to give Kingston Rivers all that space. Yeah, he bobbled the wide receiver screen, but he was able to get the possession, and Northside already had blockers down the field, and he was able to get a big yardage play for Northside on a 3rd and 10. Really, he's been utilized in the passing game rather than the run game today.
Clay hands it off to Jay Jackson. Jay Jackson makes a nice spin move and is going to be stopped right there for nothing.
It's nice to see a versatile running back like Kingston Rivers that can catch passes as well. It kind of reminds me of a LaDainian Tomlinson, a Christian McCaffrey for the 49ers. Marshall Falk was probably the best that ever did.
Yeah, he was.
That's just my opinion. I mean, but it's always great to have a running back like that at the next level. That's what college scouts want to see. They want to see a running back that could also catch passes. But sometimes it's good to have that bell cow running back that could just get some tough yardage.
And he had a man open, and it goes right through the hands of Darnell Brooks Jr., and it's going to make a 3rd down and long now.
I know Brooks Jr. really wants that one back. He does have a touchdown reception in this game. Like we mentioned, Caden Clay with 2 touchdown passes. He's got 11 on the season, and that, I want to say it's 2 behind Andrew Alford for the lead for the Tri-City area. I've been keeping up with the stats, Thrift. You know, Dallas Crow's up there as well. Gary Gaither. Wonder how many touchdown passes Teo Todd has. But they keep a track of the stats. He's up there.
Clay's going to take off, and he's not going to have anything, and that's going to be a big Westover stop. And now it's decision time from head coach Andrew Orpeza of what he needs to do.
I think they need to go for it here. I mean, it's really, if you get it, that's great because you're up 14-6. You can't really punt it. Where they are, it's really not a big risk for Westover to get the ball right on the 25-yard line. But it looks like they are going to go for it.
I think that's going to be a deep kick, Richard, if they tried to kick it. Caden Clay, man in motion. Clay looking, fires it open is Osborne.
What a catch.
Does Osborne have enough for the 1st down? Yes, and the chains are going to move. And it's going to be 1st down and 10, Northside at the Westover 11-yard line.
That was all concentration by Aaron Osborne as he had several Westover defenders draped all over him. He had to get the catch down because he was past the markers, but Caden Clay had to put it into a small, tight window to get that reception by Aaron Osborne in a big 4th down conversion.
And Osborne has been Clay's favorite target so far. Now there is a penalty.
And it looks like it's a sideline warning on Westover, which is not a penalty. It will be a penalty if they have a second sideline warning. Oh, and there it is, Kingston Rivers.
And there's a Kingston Rivers touchdown. He ran right over a man. Rivers is putting on a show. Wow. The big man showing some love and knocking over the Westover Patriots defenders for the touchdown.
And he was not only just knocking them over, he was just stuffing them. Rock 'em, sock 'em, robots all the way to the end zone. Kingston Rivers also, with the fancy footwork, making sure that he was still in bounds. And That is his 6th touchdown of the season, his 5th rushing touchdown. He's got 2 in this game.
What a move and what a run.
Absolutely. All right, so 5:07 left to go here in the second quarter.
21-6 now, Northside. Wow.
That was a great run by Kingston Rivers.
That was pretty incredible, Richard.
It really was. And I thought that drive was moved by Aaron Osborne. He was able to keep that drive alive by getting that 4th down conversion. Caden Clay to Aaron Osborne. That really flipped momentum, because if Westover got the ball back down 14-6, they were getting a little bit of momentum themselves. I think that Northside, they know that Westover is starting to get into a rhythm offensively. At this point, I think Northside's going to have to match them score for score, especially since Westover.
And I think that's going to be too much, because right now, the way Caden Clay's playing, the way Kingston Rivers has been phenomenal, I don't know if they can stop this Northside Patriots offense. Already 21-6. They scored on 3 of 4 possessions, Richard.
That is true, but if Westover wants to stay in the game, they're going to have to score and hope for a stop. But they do get the ball to start the second half. So that's just something to think about.
I can't get over that run, man.
Oh, it was amazing.
Just completely ran over a man. And that handoff is going nowhere. The Northside Patriots pinning their ears back, a lot of momentum. After a play like that, that gets everybody off their seats and fired up here. Kinnett Stadium. Thrift Barringer, Richard Holdridge, Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. We're live on our YouTube channel and live on Thrift Barringer Facebook page. Our Facebook page was disabled again. Just having bad luck with Facebook. They're mistaken. We'll try to get that rectified, but thank y'all again for joining in. Thank you again for all our sponsors, and I almost broke that loose as a Westover, and that looks like it may be close to a first down.
Northside is firing on all cylinders now, up 21-6. And I know that they want to try to get another stop here. But how about Caden Clay and Kingston Rivers with 2 touchdowns? Caden Clay with 2 touchdown passes. Darnell Brooks has got a touchdown reception.
And the quarterback's going to keep it, and he is going to have enough for the Westover first down.
It's a nice move by Keon Thomas on the quarterback keeper. You know, Thrift, he's only a sophomore. He was the starting quarterback last year when Westover took on Northside down in Albany. Northside did win that game 35-0, by the way. Malachi Hosley rushed for over 200 yards in that game. But like you mentioned, Thrift, this region is going to be tough, especially with McIntosh, 4-1, Harris County, 4-1, which that's the next opponent they play, by the way.
And handoff, and there's a great tackle by, it looks like, I want to say number 2.
David
Simmons, the outside, yep. And Simmons made the stop, and still a 5-yard gain for Westover. Bad snap, but still able to recover it, and not before. A tackle for loss from number 15 from Northside, Patrick Bellamy. And that's going to be a loss of 2 and make it 3rd down and 7 now for Westover.
I tell you, Patrick Bellamy's been in on some big plays on defense for Northside. We called his name a lot in that Shaw Northside game a couple of weeks ago here at Kinnett. Yeah, this is huge if Northside can get the ball back and maybe get one more possession before going to the half. But
and that's going to be a timeout. Westover, we're going to take a quick timeout too. Thrift Barringer, Richard Holdridge live on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live YouTube channel and Thrift Barringer Facebook page. All right, welcome back here. Thrift Barringer, Richard Holdridge on the call. 2:57 remaining. Westover driving down by 15. He's going to look, and that one's almost intercepted. But it is caught, and they're going to say that's enough for a first down. Clock moving, though. Westover trying to score again to keep this a one-possession game.
Yeah, Westover could play the double possession here. Get a score quick before the end of the half, and they get the ball to start the second half. Good throw by Keon Thomas.
That's going to be a loss of good sack right there by Northside for a loss of 5, make it second and 15. And that one's another good pass from the quarterback from Westover, Kenyon Thompson, and he's moving the chains.
Anthony
getting
Chapman.
close to another first down.
Good reception by Anthony Chapman, moving the sticks for the Westover Patriots. Close to that Northside territory. Oh, we're going to get a pre-snap
And there is
whistle.
going to be a flag on 3rd and short now for Northside. And that's going to be a false start on Westover. Back him up 5 yards and make it 3rd and long now. Our Facebook page was deleted for those who are joining us. We're going to make a new one. Facebook's not going to delete us. No matter how bad they want to. If we have to go only live on Facebook and then upload it to YouTube, we will. Pass over the middle, almost intercepted to the far sideline to make it 4th down. Now does Westover go for this? Still plenty of time for a high-powered offense like Northside to score, and they are going to punt.
Yeah, and it's the right call. I mean, you want to stay in this game by being aggressive and going for it, but you're going to give Northside the ball back with 1:24 left to go. Caden Clay can get in his 2-minute offense, and he could move the ball down the field at will. So you're giving the ball back to Northside.
And that's going to be a very short punt. Going to get a favorable Westover bounce, but Northside's going to start from their own 38-yard line.
So we do have a big action here at Kinnett Stadium. So tomorrow we have Jordan taking on Shaw. And then we have the rare Saturday afternoon game, Hapeville Charter taking on Carver. And then we have action at Otis Spencer Stadium, Central Macon and Kendrick tonight. Mary Persons in Columbus tomorrow.
And Clay's looking, gonna go deep, and almost intercepted.
Very close.
Is the Westover Patriots. Good defense. Clay was looking deep, but they didn't seem like many people were open, and it's gonna be 2nd down now.
That was a good breakup by Adrian Rogers. I thought he had the interception, but it just slipped out of his hands. It stops the clock. So let's see how aggressive Northside gets here before we end the half. We do have a score update, and we'll get that for you.
Clay gets sacked, and back-to-back bad plays from Northside's got it 3rd and long now.
A good tackle by Ryan Jenkins. He actually gets credit for the sack. Big shout out to WRBL's Jack Patterson. He let us know that Kendrick is up 6-0 in the first quarter over Central Macon.
Let's hope that they get that win.
Of course, Jag is playing Central. You know, they moved that game from Friday to Thursday, so you get a rare Thursday night game at Garrett Harrison Stadium for the Central Red Devils. And then you have Lochapoka taking on Notasulga. And then you also have Whitewater taking on LaGrange. And last I checked, LaGrange was leading Whitewater 7-0. Got about 57 seconds left to go until halftime.
Yeah, Northside's done a great job moving the football. This is one of the few drives that they've gone backwards, but I've been impressed with Mr. Kingston Rivers. He has been dynamic, elusive, electric, and every other adjective you want to use, and he's been the playmaker that we thought he was going to be, taking over for Mr. Hosley. He's not in the game now. Jay Jackson is actually Rivers is. He's going to be out to the far side. Two-man over there, single action to the near. Rivers in motion. And there's an offsides on Westover. That's going to make it 3rd and 10 now.
A little bit easier 3rd down for the Northside Patriots with 57 seconds left to go. Do they play aggressive here, Thrift? Because if they do pick up this 1st down, Caden Clay can get into a rhythm, and he can try to at least march the football down the field and at least get some points out of this. Still, there's less than a minute to go. There's really not enough time for Westover to try to get a score the other way. Let's see the play call here by Coach Opeza.
Clay has it, looking. He's going to take off and get nothing. Good defense by Westover. Nobody was open either, and that's going to make it 4th down now. And Westover takes one of their final timeouts.
And I think that, yeah, Northside's going to punt the football away. It was a smart timeout by Westover. They will get the ball one last time before we end the half to try to get the double score once again. We do have a score update. A big shout out to BTV Sports Director Kevin Eckelberry up in LaGrange, as LaGrange is leading Whitewater 14-0 at the half. They are playing at Callaway Stadium tonight because Troup County is playing Stars Mill tomorrow.
Thank you again to all our sponsors. Happy Hour Bar and Grill. We got some great news. We're going to be live streaming our show from there coming up on Tuesdays. So thank you to Happy Hour. Thank you to everyone that is involved with our live streams at Alex Quinney Insurance Agency, the Menifee Agency, Terry Johnson Insurance Agency, Barringer Construction. Thank you so much for all their support. The Columbus Lions. Thank you for your love. Morehouse School of Medicine, thank you as well. And it's a fumble on the play.
Oh, he's
and
fortunate
if he'd been able to recognize it, he may have got the fumble back. Now it's 43 seconds left. Westover's going to have it with maybe a little time to make something happen.
That was great hang time on that punt. Zyler Thomas bobbled it, and Northside almost came up with it on that muffed punt. With 43 seconds left to go, I'm not sure if there's enough time for Westover to get aggressive here. This Northside defense has been playing lights out. I don't know if they have something in the playbook with 43 seconds left to go. Maybe some short passes just to try to pick up the 1st down. We'll see what happens.
And Thomas looking, gets sacked. And a great job getting to the quarterback is number 59 from Northside, Carter Mathis, coming in on the blind side and knocking down Thomas for a loss of 10. And because they got no timeouts, this is probably going to be one of the final plays of the half. Big time tackle for number 59, Carter Thomas.
It really breaks up momentum for Westover as they cannot get anything going.
And they're going to say, let's just go to the half after that one. Northside dominates the first half. Kingston Rivers put on a show, runs over a man for a touchdown. Caden Clay was efficient as always. The defense from Northside held Westover at bay. And after one half of play, Northside leads 21-6. Thrift, Barringer, Richard Holdridge. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back here. Thrift, Barringer, Richard, Holdridge. That half was dominated by Northside, but Westover's going to get the ball here in the second half. We got a quarterback battle. Kian Thompson hasn't had a lot of time to throw, getting sacked there right before the half. But Kingston Rivers, my man, is just running through people, Richard.
He's just trucking his way to the end zone and bulldozing his way and fancy footwork, staying in bounds and knows where the line is, and he has so much self-awareness. And Caden Clay with 2 touchdown passes as well.
So 1st and 10 now. Westover from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off, and he's got a lot of running room, and that's a great opening play for the second half here for Westover.
That truly is. If Westover wants to get back into this game, they need to start with a run like that. And they're down 21-6, and they want to try to get back into this game to make it a ball game, to try to stay in it. I mean, this is a rematch from the game last year where they lost at home 35-0. It's a different Northside team. It's a different Westover team. But I've liked the way that Northside has played in that first half, and Westover is just going to have to respond.
Gain of 9 yards brings up 2nd and 1. Westover at the 35.
And there's a good screen pass from Westover. He pushes the man down. And great job by catching the pass and getting positive yards. It's number 16, Xavion Tillman.
And another first down for Westover. Ward Walker, the middle linebacker, on the tackle for the Northside Patriots.
Handoff again, and they're just running it and running it more. Kimoni smooth. Oh, and there's a fumble, and that looks like Northside's got it. The ball comes out, and it's a Northside Patriots first down.
Now the ball.
Now they're going to say, is it dead?
Was he down by contact? This is where replay would come in handy.
Yeah, thought that play was dead.
They ruled the play dead.
We're going to see now. There is a huddle from the officials.
Man, I'm telling you, Thrift, if we had the replay cameras, we could see every angle, see where the ball comes out if the knee hits the ground, and oh, I could see it now. But because it was whistled dead, there really is not undisputed evidence to
And I thought it was whistled dead, so I was confused when the ball came out and Northside was running with it. Second down and 7 now. Oh, what a big hit.
Oh, nice.
Number 15 from Northside, Patrick Bellamy, with a hard hit and a gain of maybe 1. They make a 3rd and 5 or 6 now for Westover.
Patrick Bellamy's 3rd tackle for loss in this game. He's really having a big night defensively for Northside. It's a huge 3rd down here for Westover. Does Northside come with the blitz? Looking like they're trying to bring pressure on Thomas.
He's going to look deep. He has a man open, and what a play and catch from number 16 for Westover, Xavion Tillman. Wow, he went up and got that one, Richard.
He really did. It was pitch and catch with Thomas to Tillman. Westover is driving, and they are right on the 22-yard line, knocking on the doorstep of that end zone.
Handoff, and then give to number 22, Dominic Ball. Ball gets the football about 3 yards to make it 2nd down and 7.
I tell you what, Thrift, if Westover scores here, Northside is going to have to continue getting into a rhythm because Westover is capable of scoring. You don't want to let Westover stick around in this game.
Westover is a good football team, 3-2 this year. Quarterback keeper, and that one was a hard hit from number 7, Xavier Campbell. But also in on the play was number 49, Ty Bias. He had the initial hit. Make it 3rd down and long.
Ty Bias also had some pretty good tackles for loss earlier in the game. The defensive stars coming out for Northside.
High pass. They're going to call pass interference. No, it's going to be
flag.
4th down.
It was
Great
initial
coverage by number 8, Ja'Cory Luttrell.
The
4th down.
Refs let them be physical. There was no initial contact where the refs felt like they needed to throw the flag.
So now 4th down. Westover obviously don't want to make this a field goal game with this Northside offense who's been clicking on all cylinders
So they're gonna
in
go
that
for it.
first half. 3 of the 5 possessions were touchdowns. So they're going to go for it. Big 4th down here in the 3rd quarter, early here. 2nd half. And Thomas has it. He's going to take off and run. No, he's going to throw it. Has a man open in the end zone, but throws it too deep. There were 3 Westover Patriots open, but the pass was too long, and that's going to be a turnover on downs and Northside football.
And sometimes you got to go for it, and they went for it all on that play. That 4th down, Keon Thomas, he could not get his receiver to make a play in the back of the end zone. Jalen McLeod, his feet were out, and Northside gets the ball back, up 21-6. And the way this Northside offense is rolling, they got to continue doing what they do best to try to get another score and really don't let Westover have any confidence that they can get back in this game.
Clay takes the snap, hands it off to Kingston Rivers. Rivers bottled up for no gain, might even lost a yard.
Good tackle on the play by number 28, Ryan Jenkins, the 6'4" defensive end senior. A big shout out to our audience in Albany, Georgia, watching us, Westover from Albany. You also have Doherty and Monroe, the other public schools in Albany. Deerfield Windsor is also from Albany, a GIAA school. Lee County is down there, the 6A school. That's the county above Doherty County.
Clay, man in motion. It's number 3, Devon Scott. Rivers comes across, trying to get a block. Clay throws it off his back foot. Almost picked off and is almost caught by Aaron Osborne. Couldn't believe he made that throw. It's going to be 3rd down and long now. That was a dangerous pass over the middle, over his back foot while pressure was in his face. But that just shows the arm strength ability from Mr. Clay.
Absolutely. He did feel the pressure. It looked like he was trying to get rid of it. It might have been an ill-advised pass. It would have gotten picked off, but luckily it wasn't, and they have a new sign of life here.
Clay's going to go deep, up for Osborne. Osborne's going to make the play. He caught the ball, and there's going to be a pass interference. What a play from Aaron Osborne. Incredible throw, but that was great coverage by the Westover Patriots defender, but an excellent grab by Aaron Osborne.
That was all concentration by Aaron Osborne, and what a throw by Caden Play to put it in the breadbasket of Osborne. And that was just an incredible play on 3rd and long. And Northside has done that a couple of times this evening on a 4th and long, a 3rd and long. Caden Clay, he's able to get the pass to his receivers.
Clay looking over to the sideline. Rivers in the backfield. Osborne one-on-one action. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to make a man miss. And he's got open green, and he gets all the way down, pushing and shoving his way to the 36-yard line for Northside Patriots first down.
Caden Clay showing his running ability, makes a spin move, makes a couple of Westover defenders miss, and once again a fresh set of downs, and Northside is driving once again into Westover territory. Already up 21-6, so they would love to get some more points here.
And that pass Oh, geez.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Defenseless receiver, be careful on that. But that was way over the head of Osborne.
So, Thrift, we do have another score update. A big shout out to WRBL Sports Director Jack Patterson for giving us this score update. The Central Red Devils leading the Jaguars 28-0 into the first quarter. No surprise there. Central 4-0. Having a great year. Had a very close game against Opelika last week.
We expected them to dominate tonight's game.
Absolutely. Just a rare Thursday night game at Garrett Harrison Stadium.
And hand off to
Open
Rivers,
hole.
and there goes Rivers again. Rivers breaks the tackle. There goes Rivers down the sideline. Kingston all the way in for his third. The hat trick. Touchdown, Patriots. Kingston Rivers, have yourself a ball game, baby.
Kingston Rivers, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 touchdown reception. Oh, he has been all the offense today for the Northside Patriots. Kingston Rivers, the son of Jonathan Bam Rivers.
I just looked at his dad and held up the 3 sign.
There you go.
Kingston, phenomenal.
I was talking
You
to
can't
Bam
tackle him. He runs you over. He runs by you. He's elusive. He makes you miss.
like a dump truck and just bulldozing the Westover defenders.
Reminds me a little bit of Darren Sproles.
I
And
like that
kick us up,
analogy.
and it is good, and it's 28-6 Northside. We're going to take a quick break. Thrift Barringer, Richard Holdridge on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here. That was an easy, quick drive, Richard, to make it 28-6.
Absolutely.
Kick us up. And there goes Westover. And they're going to get a decent return to the 40. But Kingston Rivers has been sensational.
Sensational is a very good word. I'd like to use the word you normally use, phenomenal. He's been
It's phenomenal.
Supernatural.
Supernatural. That's a good one.
He's been in fuego. Now I'm just copying Dan Patrick.
Almost untouchable.
I like that one too.
You love copying someone, don't you?
I really do.
You want to be a mixture of Dan Patrick and Booger McFarland. I'm going to call you Dan McFarland. Hand off the Westover's running back that's going to get about 4 yards, and now it's do or die time for Westover. They need a score right here because that defense is tired, they're exhausted, and they're arm tackling running backs like Kingston Rivers. You don't arm tackle guys like that.
Oh, not at all.
And
Oh, what a
another
play.
hard hit.
Is that Patrick Bellamy again on the tackle?
Bellamy is hitting people about as hard as Rivers did on that second touchdown run in the second quarter.
That's the thing about this Northside defense. They're very underrated. They've got stars on this defense side of the ball as well. You know, I cannot wait until Northside gets into region play. When they play teams like Harris County, McIntosh, Northgate.
He's going to throw it, and good catch, and now he's got open green. Nice job going up and getting that from Westover. Number 16, Xavion Tillman.
He's had some nice receptions in this game so far for Westover.
Northside trips to the near, one single action on the other side, and they're going to have a false start on Westover to make it 1st and 15.
So I was looking up the history of Westover, which is a comprehensive school. They have 6 basketball titles from
Wow.
the 90s. And their football team, their most notable alumni
Who?
is left tackle from the New England Patriots, Trent Brown, who
Wow.
won a Super Bowl back in 2018. Second stint with the Patriots. He was signed to a big contract by the Raiders. And now he's protecting Mac Jones' blind side for Bill Belichick's offense.
And handoff, and that's a good run by Ball. That's going to be close to the original yard marker to make it second down and about 10.
And then also Antoine Savage, the member of the 2000 Oklahoma National Championship team. You remember that team with Josh Heupel as their quarterback? They beat Florida State. That team, and he's in the Albany Sports Hall of Fame. He played for the Albany Panthers in the Indoor Football League.
And there's Richards Nuggets.
There you go.
You want to be a sponsor for Richards Nuggets? He pulls out all the history. He's a history buff for everything.
I kind of felt
Sports
like
geek, nerd.
we're calling a game that includes a team from Albany. I wanted to make sure to give Albany some love as well, especially if there are people from Albany, Georgia that are watching us on the broadcast tonight.
All right, 3rd and long now. Snap. Looking. There's a great
out.
tackle and good coverage from number 6 from Northside, Darnell Brooks Jr. Knocked the ball loose to make it 4th down now. And this, I hate saying it could be game with, couldn't hold that sneeze in, with 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, but you got to you got to be able to pick this up. Thompson looking, he's going to go deep. There's nobody there, and it's going to be intercepted by Darnell Brooks Jr. He says, I'm not getting bossed on this time.
I got that
Mr.
one.
Tillman, I got this one, and there's the turnover. Patriots defense we're looking for.
Give me that football for the trophy case. Probably not. I don't know if they'll let him have it. But what a great interception by Darnell Brooks. You know, he's had some big touchdown receptions. That was a big pick. Going one-on-one in the coverage with Xavier Tillman, and he finally beat his man to the ball and gets the big pick. And Thrift, that might have put away the game. I know it's still plenty of time.
Still plenty
Westover
of time.
can come back, but if Northside gets a touchdown on this
The
possession,
nail is in the coffin. The fat lady's coming down the hallway right now to start singing.
Coming up the stairs on the 3rd floor here at Kinnett Stadium.
Shout out to one of our interns who's going to be helping us, Kingston Rivers. There he goes again.
Bouncing.
Still bouncing. They can't tackle this young man.
No,
That's
they
9
can't.
yards. Alicia
hard
Brown,
earn.
who's here helping us. She's running the OBS system. Learning from the great Christopher Gates.
Phenomenal.
Richard's they're going to take phenomenal out of the dictionary when they're done hearing it from you, Richard. 2nd down and short now.
I don't know if we could trademark it, but
I think Donald Trump would want to use that one. Second and short now.
I've been very impressed with the Northside fans. The Northside, they have a very live student section.
And they're lively indeed. And there's a good
Osborne.
RPO action. And Osborne with a great catch. And
2 hands.
eludes the defender. Yep, there is a flag. This may be holding and coming back.
Yeah, it's probably coming back.
It's holding on Northside.
You know what Osborne reminds me of? We saw him last week. Jake White for Lee Scott Academy.
Jake White was pretty good. I like watching him play.
Yeah. He put up Cooper Cup numbers. Although the Rams seem like they don't need Cooper Cup right now because they have a rookie receiver who's about to set records. Like Atu,
I think that has a lot to do with the system being
and
run
it's
in LA.
Sean McVay's system, exactly.
Just like this system with Oropeza and his coaching staff. So now, because where the holding call was,
Oh, and Central just scored another touchdown, 35-0 over Jag.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be a
We
beatdown.
knew that was coming.
That was going to be a beatdown. Clay hands it off to Rivers, and Rivers is going to take them for a ride. I think loses his helmet. Nope, his helmet's on. It was a Westover Patriot that lost it. It's going to be 3rd and short now.
Well, this comes to a shocker, Thrift. Right now, the 49ers and Giants are tied at 3.
I know that makes you nervous.
A little nervous. They are 11-point favorite, but they're playing without Brandon Ayuk. So that gets me a little nervous. Giants have a really good defense, though.
Clay takes a snap. He's going to run. Quarterback keep.
Close. He's close.
And it looks like he got where, yep, they're going to say that's a first down.
Oh, absolutely. He knew where the marker was. Quarterback keeper, he's able to get the first down.
He fell down for first down. There is an injured player on the field. We're going to take a quick timeout. Thrift, Barringer, Richard Holdridge on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here. 1st and 10 now. Northside deep in their own territory, up 28-6. Trying to take a lot of clock off. 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. And snap, and
what a spin move.
Rivers is showing his full tool belt of moves. I'm telling you what, one thing that has not disappointed tonight was that Westover band. They were pretty sensational.
They really were, and they made the trip all the way here from Albany, Georgia. I just think that this team definitely, this is their second time in Columbus. Westover did play Spencer earlier and
got a big upset, 20-14.
Big upset against Spencer Green Wave. And Westover's familiar with coming to Columbus. You know, they'll have to come here for Hardaway and Shaw. I don't know if it's going to be in Albany or at Kinnett Stadium. I think one of them is at Kinnett Stadium this year. I think Shaw is.
Snap. And Clay thought about giving it up, doesn't get anything and loses yardage.
Big play by Jordan Lassiter, the 5'9" middle linebacker who's a sophomore. Now it's a 3rd and long. Christian Nix, rather, on the sack. 44 and 45 were both in on that play. But looks like we're going to get another timeout. As the coach takes a look.
Make sure nobody's. A lot of discussion going on. Clay's coming out the game. That means backup quarterback Braxton Wilkinson is in the game now.
And I think he's getting looked at, you know, up 28-6. I mean, that's the right move to put in the backup quarterback just so you can take a look at him. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
So a tough one for 3rd and 13. They're just going to hand it off, and Rivers is not going to get anything. It's going to be punted down now. So that turnover results in really nothing, but clock's going to run. We're probably going to head the fourth quarter. Patriots up 28-6.
I think that interception, what it did was just ate off clock as Westover could not punch it in, and Northside was just able to continue to tick away that clock and make it a little bit more difficult going into the fourth quarter with Westover down by 3 scores. I mean, they're down by 3 scores, but one of them they're going to have to go for 2.
And Northside leads 28-6. We're going to take a quick break. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live at Northside and Westover. Welcome back here, fourth quarter now. 12 minutes from a Northside win to go to 4-2 on the season. That punt is not great, but gets a decent bounce. But Westover will start in Northside territory. It's still not over with, but this game has been dominated by Northside.
And it's really been Kingston Rivers' 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdown runs, 1 touchdown reception. Caden Clay has 2 touchdowns in this game. Northside trying to go to 4-2. They'll have a bye next week, and then get ready, Thrift. We got a big region contest between their longtime rival, Harris County.
Can't wait to do that one, October the 6th. We will be live for that.
And Harris County's got a big one next week against Sandy Creek. The 3A state champs.
We're live on our YouTube and Facebook channel.
All right, it's time for Westover. Let's see if they can get an offensive possession going.
Bad snap, fumbled, and Thomas luckily bounces on it.
Well, Thomas has been throwing the ball pretty well. Xavier Tillman has had some pretty good receptions, but it's also been the play from the north side corner. Darnell Brooks, especially with that interception. Oh, he's feeling the pressure.
And that pass is going to be incomplete, and now it's third down just like that and long for Westover.
Yeah, too much for Randy Jenkins. He did get separation, but that throw is a little overthrown by Keon Thomas. So Albany, Georgia, about an hour and a half away from Columbus. It is Dougherty County. You also have Monroe and Dougherty that play in Carver and Columbus's region.
Snap, Thomas looks, tries a pump fake, and it is a decent catch. He loves Xavier Tillman. Not enough for the first down. Is going to make it fourth down now for Westover.
I think this is 4-down territory. Westover is going to go for it. Yeah, that was great coverage by Brooks. As he played the marker and making sure his receiver was in front of him.
And did he get enough for the first down?
That is very close.
I think they're going to have to bring it out. It looks like it's enough.
They're bringing out the chains.
Nope, they're going to go ahead and move it and say that is a Westover first down.
I seriously thought it was close enough to where I was hoping for a measurement, but that was a good play call. Smooth gets the fourth down conversion, and Westover showing signs of life here.
And Thomas overshoots his intended target. The main guy throws to Mr. Xavier Tillman.
Xavier Tillman has been Thomas's favorite target. He's had some big receptions in this game, but that was a little too far out of his reach.
And another handoff. Westover taking a lot of clock off here for a team that's down 22 in 3 possessions.
Exactly. I think what they really need to do is get some big plays to come back into this game. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for Westover.
Another big third down. Thomas is going to hand it off again. This time it gives it to Smooth, and Smooth gets right at the first down marker. They're going to say just short.
And they are going to go for it on this 4th down. Maybe a QB sneak, a halfback dive, but looks like it's going to be a halfback draw.
And that's going to be enough for a Westover first down. Fumble on the play, but bounce on it does Westover.
Yep, he did get the fumble back. But I've been impressed with Westover. They've converted on 2 4th down plays on this drive, but the clock is not on their side. We're under less than 10 minutes, and they're down by 3 scores. We are going to get a timeout.
And when they take a timeout, we will too. Thrift, Barringer, Richard Holdridge, Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back after this. Welcome back here. First down now for Westover. 9:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. They're down 28-6. Northside's been dominating.
Got another team across the river dominating as well. Central leading Jag 42-0.
They just keep scoring. Thomas throws it to the flats, and he's just pushing a man. That was to number 15, Anthony Chapman.
He's been taking lessons from Kingston Rivers on how to block. Moving the ball down the field. This is a great drive for Westover. They can come back into this game.
For those who are just joining us, and there is Westover is really close to scoring again. Those who are just joining us, our Facebook page got deleted. We're going to make a new one. We are going to be live at Pacelli Gatewood. We'll be live on our YouTube channel for that one.
Nice.
We will be live on our new Facebook page, so be on the lookout for that. We'll be trying to invite people to go and like it and subscribe, and we just have it. Facebook's not going to deter us.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. This time, we think we figured out what may have been the problem. Facebook thinks that we stole the intellectual property of ourselves. We stole our own intellectual property.
Yeah,
I don't know how that's feasible, but Facebook thinks we did it. Shaw got a big one tomorrow against Jordan. They win that. They'll go to 3-3 on the season, 500. And looking right now, Hardaway 0-5. I think Shaw's pretty much solidified. They're going to make the playoffs this year, but they obviously want to be a better seed than the 4 seed.
They'd like to be better than the 4 seed.
At least 2 or 3. This Shaw team could be competing maybe for a first-round win.
Westover was a 3 seed last year. It was Hardaway that was the team that was left out of the playoffs.
Thank you again to our sponsors, everyone that made this possible: Barringer Construction, Terry Johnson Agency. How about the Menifee Agency? Alex Quinney Allstate Agency. Westover's got it at their 4-yard line, and what a hit, but he bounces off of it, bounces off another tackle, and he's going to go to the end zone for a Westover touchdown.
Well, that's how you get back into the game. You take it one score at a time.
Happy hour, thank you. Columbus Lions, thank you. Alliance Specialty Contractors. Jody Crum and his staff have showed us so much love, and we appreciate them.
We do have a score update, Thrift. LaGrange is leading Whitewater 28-0. We also have Notasulga leading Lochapoka 6-0. For the Battle of Highway 14.
Notasulga and Lochapoka. How about those names?
Big rivalry. You know about that rivalry, right?
Thomas is going to throw it up, and
no good.
The fade is way over the head of Tillman. It's going to be 28-12. Still a 2-possession game.
I find that odd that they attempted the 2-point conversion this early. I thought maybe they would do it if they were down by 8. But now they got to attempt the 2-point conversion twice. That is very hard to do. Meanwhile, while we're at this break, I'm here sweating bullets because my 49ers are tied with the Giants at 3. A team I thought that they were going to pretty much have the score that Central is over Jag right now, 42-0. Probably not. They're 11-point favorite, though. So.
All right. Still plenty of time for Westover to get back in this game. Northside, don't mess around. Try to go down here and score another touchdown if they can. Take as much time off the clock. And watch out for this onside kick. You see the Westover special teams dapping each other up.
I would not be shocked if they called an onside kick here.
They're going to do a short kick into the hands of Kingston Rivers. Rivers going to bounce it to the outside. Rivers bounces again. They cannot tackle this man. Kingston Rivers is doing it all. Special teams, running back, catching out of the backfield. He has been every bit that 5-tool player that we thought he would be, taking over for the great Malachi Hosley.
Kingston Rivers got nothing but green grass all the way into Westover territory. And with 8:39 left to go in this game, Northside has got to get a score here. You don't want to give the ball back to Westover, giving them signs of life. I know that time is not on their side, but they could come back in 2 possessions. This is a 2-possession game. If they're able to get the ball back, they can have a couple of 2-point conversions to get back to this game to tie it. But Northside ain't having none of that, as they want to try to put the game away on this possession.
Clay takes it, hands it off to Rivers. Rivers bottled up for nothing on that one.
Good tackle by Jalen Tate. Also on the tackle, Christian Nix.
Backed up by Jalen Tate, Cameron Williams, and Christian Nix for Westover. Also a yard on the play.
And even though it was a loss of yard, the clock is still running. I think what Northside needs to do is just run the ball. It's good to see Caden Clay back in the game.
Scott
Or Scott
Jackson in the
Caden Clay's
backfield.
back.
Rivers. And on the far side
Got Jay
is
Jackson.
number to 80, Trent Cash. Also Aaron Osborne in single action. Handed off to Jay Jackson. Jay Jackson moves his feet and gets about 3 yards to make it 3rd down and 9 for Northside.
I tell you, if Northside can get this win and go to 6-2, they got a well-deserved bye. 4-2. I'm sorry, I was thinking of 6s. 4-2. They'll have a well-deserved bye next week, as they can rest and get ready
For the
to host for the showdown
huge matchup.
between their arch rival. These 2 teams do not like each other.
We
Harris
call it a
County.
Harris County Northside softball game. By the way, both those teams are going to be making the playoffs this year.
And Northside softball did win the region.
Clay, snap, and they're going to call false start on Northside.
False start against Northside. 5-yard penalty.
And it's going to be 3rd and long now for Northside. 7:02 remaining. Northside leading 28-12 here. They've been in control majority of the game. They do need to run this clock. Westover had a lot of success on that last drive, scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, they got to pick up this 3rd down, maybe just run the clock.
Clay, snap, got time, looking, throws it way over the head. Miscommunication from him
It was.
and Osborne. Osborne did a comeback route, and Caden Clay thought it was a go, and that's going to bring the punt team on now for Northside.
Well, they could pin Westover back deep. Zyler Thomas is back to receive this punt. Still not over, Thrift. Northside, they do have the 28-12 lead. But Westover can make this a ball game if they can get a score here, and they're capable of doing that. They've been moving the ball on this Northside defense.
And the punt is high enough, and a fair catch at the 15-yard line
It's a
of
good punt.
Westover. So 6:31 remaining, Westover, 2-possession game. They score 2 touchdowns, get 2 2-point conversions. They could tie this game. So we'll see. Obviously, Coach Oropeza didn't feel good enough to go for it on a 4th and about 8. I understand that, because if you don't get it, you gave him great field position to a team that just went down and scored.
You're absolutely right, Thrift. And I think that Westover now, Keon Thomas, just give the ball to his favorite target, Xavion Tillman. Just throw it up in the air. He'll be able to make that catch. But I think that the Northside defense has been playing good as well. They've been getting some stops, making big plays.
Thomas looking over the middle, intercepted, and there he goes. And let's see if we get a decent return. A great job reading the quarterback, number 20, DeMarcus O'Neal, with the interception. And there you go. He read the eyes of the quarterback beautifully, baited him into that throw, and another interception from the Northside defense.
Well, that's one of the reasons why you don't stare down the receiver. He had so much vision with that pickoff. DeMarcus O'Neal, the sophomore, able to get the pick, and that might have been it, Thrift. It's now Northside can just run the football, eat up clock, maybe punch it in for another score, and leave here with a win.
Snap, Clay hands it off to Rivers. Rivers gets about 3 yards before they call it. And now, if you're Northside, obviously you want to score and just put it to bed, but take some time off the clock too.
Exactly.
Through Barringer, Richard Holdridge here. Thank you again to our sponsors. If you're looking for insurance, Alex Quinney and his Allstate agency, they are one of the best people around in giving quotes. Make sure to give them a call. Also, Terry Johnson agency, Jeremy Crosby. They've been supporting us for a long time. I love Jeremy.
They have.
Terry Johnson's been a longtime family friend of mine. I use them as my insurance agent. They give you that family home feeling. Give them a call. Or if you want to try State Farm, then the Menifee agency. Dan Menifee, been serving this community for over 30 years. Give him a call as well. Kaden Clay keeps it, and he's going to walk in, and I hear it now. She's singing, Richard, and that nail's just put into the coffin. Game, set, match, and there is the delivery from Mr. Kaden Clay, and that's going to put Northside at 4-2. Big time play from the quarterback showing his legs.
Checkmate. There you go.
Richard was looking at me, and then he was like, all right, I got it, checkmate.
The third touchdown by Kaden Clay, rushing touchdown, 2 touchdown passes. So he's got 3 touchdowns. Kingston Rivers has got 3 touchdowns. Have yourself a day, gentlemen.
Kick is up. Kick is good. Oh, no, they're going to say no good.
Oh, yeah, it says no good.
Still 22-point game, 34-12, 5:26 remaining, and great job by Kaden Clay and that offensive line. They have been beaten up the front of Westover all game long.
Well, you got to give credit to Westover because Westover was able to hang around in this game. They did make some great plays. It's just that Northside made some plays on defense, and it's hard to stop this Northside offense. Just ask Shaw. Shaw had forced 3 turnovers. It could have been a lot worse a couple of weeks ago. But Northside is just a potent offense. All right, Thrift, 5:26 left to go in this game. Short kick.
I mean, there's been some pops out here tonight.
Xavier
I love some helmet-to-helmet action.
Nowhere to go with the football.
We're live on Thrift Barringer Facebook page and Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're going to be making a new Facebook page. We are doing high school game day tomorrow. Make sure to tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun at Pacelli. We got some great things in store for you.
I also want to say we do have an X page, formerly Twitter. You could follow us on GAAL Sports Live. That is our X handle or Twitter handle, everyone want to call it. I've been giving the score updates throughout the broadcast. That's usually where I get my score updates. So
weird still calling it X.
Yeah, I'm used to Twitter. And that's what I'd like to call it, but we shall see.
Westover's got the ball now with 5.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Takes a snap, throws it short over to the flats, and he's going to take off. He's going to make 3 people miss before finally he's brought down. Number 3, Zyler Thomas on the big first down gain.
Well, I tell
and
you,
they're already
Westover,
in Northside territory.
They're going to make it interesting. Westover is not going to go out without a fight.
Thank you to everybody that's tuning in right now. Northside and Westover, both 3 and 2. Northside leads it 34-12. Throws it over to, again, Zyler Thomas for another 5-yard gain before he's knocked out of bounds.
Big hit by Ja'Cory Luttrell, the senior corner.
Player of the game so far has definitely been Mr. Kingston Rivers.
Absolutely. He's had an incredible game. Northside will have a bye, and then they will take on Harris County in 2 weeks for a massive showdown in the region.
Looking. Thomas is going to be hit hard. Does gain about 2 yards, but not before big number 59, Carter Mathis with a tackle.
And Harris County's on a bye this week, and next week they're taking on Sandy Creek.
So I got some words. How about astounding, breathtaking,
I like
electrifying, thrilling, sensationalistic? How about that word, Richard? Those are words that we can describe Mr. Kingston Rivers' performance here in this game. That's going to be another Westover first down.
Or jam-tastic.
What do you say?
Jam-tastic. Now I'm just making up words.
Yeah. I don't even know where to go with that one. I would have saw you maybe use Jam-tastic for a dunk in the CB Hoops Private Practice Foley that we're doing. Thomas looks and wide open out of the backfield is number 15 for Westover, Anthony Chapman, for another Westover first down. If you like basketball, we got something for you on Sunday. CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League at Pacelli. 10 teams around the high school area, around this area, are playing in it. Auburn High School, Central High School, Shaw High School, Glenwood, Calvary, Kendrick, Russell County, Auburn, Columbus High, Hardaway, Harris County. And if you know who Jacoby Hill is, he's the top player in Alabama, played for Central. He's taking on Tony Montgomery of Carver, another school that's in it. All these teams, their coaches are not allowed to coach, but their teams are in it. And in this fall league, which is an exhibition, but they are playing for a championship, they do care. It's elite, high-level, high IQ basketball. You can find it on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Facebook page and YouTube channel. Starts at 3:30. Thomas looks, going to throw it up and almost intercepted again. His intended target fell down.
A little too much. We do have a score update in college football. Georgia State leading Coastal Carolina 17-3.
How about the Fighting Panthers would getting a win?
You remember Coach Bennett for Coastal Carolina? You remember him? Famous press conference.
He wants dogs.
Yeah, he wants more dogs. We don't need no cats. I miss that guy.
Thomas takes it out of the backfield again and overshoots Mr. Smooth. He was open. That's like the third time this drive that someone out of the backfield's been wide open. Nobody picking him up. And the coach from Westover saying, how do you miss that one? Throwing it way too hard. Makes it 3rd and 10.
We got some more score updates. LaGrange leading Whitewater 35-0.
Snap, looking again, still looking, gonna throw it up, and almost intercepted and make it 4th and 10.
It's at halftime. Central leading Jag 48-0.
Did you pick that upset?
What's that?
Did you pick that upset?
I did not pick that
Did
upset.
you pick Jag to upset Central?
Big shout out to WRBL's Jack Patterson for giving us the score updates.
Central and Kendrick, they play.
The last update we got was Kendrick was up 6-0. That was because Jack was at Otis Spencer.
See if we can't see what that score is. He's got a man open!
Oh!
Are they going to call a flag? Are they going to say pass interference? Wow. I don't know if I agree with that one. For one, that looked like it was almost uncatchable. He had to dive for it. And if it is an pass interference, that's an automatic first down. That's going to move them inside first and goal. Yep, that's going to be a first down.
And this is, if Westover scores here, I know there's 3:36 left to go.
So,
no, fourth down.
I should have asked this. We had on the Sports Visions radio show today, I had Dana Barker on official. I want to know, why is pass interference not an automatic first down?
Maybe for high school it isn't. It's maybe 15 yards. Very interesting call.
So now it's going to be fourth down and short. And while they're thinking it over, we'll take a quick timeout. Thrift, Barringer, Richard Holdridge on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Ronnie. Oh.
Welcome back here. Third Barringer, Richard Holdridge. Fourth down for Westover. Takes a snap. Is he going to keep? No, he's going to pitch it for a touchdown.
That looked like a forward pass.
It did. If he didn't go past the line of scrimmage,
That's close.
It was close. It was definitely a forward pass, but that doesn't matter as long as he didn't go past the line of scrimmage. He was really close, but they're going to say that's a Westover touchdown. So now Westover's going to go for two here, and obviously, Richard, they're going to have to onside kick it.
They will. They will be onside kicking here.
Still a two-possession game. Throws it up, and that fade is going to work. Kinnett Thomas has been pretty impressive in this game.
Yeah, they're down by 14 now.
It's 34-20. Still 3:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And obviously, everyone is expecting an onside kick here for Westover.
Got to tell you, a big shout out to the Westover band. They have really played their hearts out tonight.
If you're already on our YouTube channel, please subscribe. We're in the process of making our third Facebook page. When that's up, we'll share it. Please go and like our Facebook page. We're going to upload all our content again. Got some couple of great big events coming up. CB Hoops Pepper Practice Fall League. We're going to be live streaming the Cougars Golf Classic. The men's basketball team is doing a golf classic.
Nice.
Me, you, and Chris Gates will be there live streaming that, interviewing the players, interviewing the coaches, the AD. That is on Columbus Day, October the 9th. And onside, right into the hands of number 35, Sam Laney, the tight end.
Big shout out to the Hands team.
Laney. Good job, Laney. We hear either his dad or some family members saying that's Big Thomas. He's showing him love. Caden Clay, Kingston Rivers have been great today. They don't need a touchdown, run out the clock. Westover's only got 2 timeouts. You get a couple first downs, this game's done. Rivers gets it, but gets nothing on that first down carry. Loses 3 yards.
So Westover is going to go to 3-3. They will have a bye next week. They'll start region play on Thursday.
They still have to play
against
Shaw this year.
Bainbridge. Yeah, they play Shaw on the road back here at Kinnett Stadium
Senior
on October
night.
27th.
Senior night
Senior
for
night.
Shaw.
Yeah. And you know what? They will make 4 trips to Columbus because they got to play Hardaway either here or Otis Spencer on October 13th.
So they've been here for Spencer. They're here for Northside. They're going to be here for Hardaway. They're going to be here for Shaw. And then next year,
Columbus is their second home.
Next year, Hardaway and Shaw will be on the road in Albany. Snap, hand off to Rivers. Rivers bounced off a tackle. Going to reverse his field. If he probably kept it on the outside, he may have been able to get better yardage, but another big-time loss to make a third down and a mile. And a timeout Westover, their second of the half.
And I got to tell you something, Thrift. Albany is a great sports town. They have a new American indoor football team that's going to be in the Columbus Lions region. That's going to be a crosstown rival. The Albany Aces from the National Indoor Soccer League is coming in 2024. Albany State, they're going to be playing in the Fountain City Classic the first weekend in November at
Westover
AJ
basketball is one of the top basketball programs in the state.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, fun fact, this is who Spencer beat in 2022 to win the 4A state championship. .232 left to go in this game. Northside leading Westover 34-20.
Shout out to my granddad, Coach Larry Bush. For those who know Coach Bush, he's a supporter of ours. And he and the Bush family, you can say they're a sponsor, if you will. But Coach Bush, a longtime coach around this area, won multiple middle school championships, had a winning streak of close to 40 games. For middle school, they only played 6 regular season games, so that's over a 6-year period. He didn't lose a game.
That's awesome.
Coached at Jordan, and he was the last Jordan coach to have a winning record. That was 30 years ago, Richard. So he loved my granddad, loved what he represents. Every time we go somewhere, everybody knows who Coach Bush is. And that's going to back him up even longer. And obviously they're going to run this again so they can make Westover burn another timeout. But they have gone nothing but backwards here on this drive as Northside.
There's no doubt about that one. So Northside, they're going to go to 4-2. They will have a bye next week.
And Rivers.
He does not want to go down.
There is a flag on the play. If that's a face mask, that's going to be an automatic first down, I would think. I'm not going to say any more automatics because I thought pass interference was automatic too.
Look at Northside's schedule on October 6th. They are here at Kinnett for Harris County. On the road in Noonan on the 13th against Northgate.
Oh, no, they're going to call it on Westover.
All right. It's taking on Drew on the 20th and then McIntosh on the 27th up in Peachtree City.
So the penalty only goes 5 yards. So
it won't be automatic.
So it won't be automatic. They're going to say an accidental face mask. So it's going to replay third down. Still 1 timeout remaining.
Northside went 10-2 last year, undefeated in the region. Lost to Warner Robins in the second round of the playoffs. But that was the farthest that they have been in school history. They did win 9 games in 2005. Northside's been a school since 2002.
Clay takes a snap, handed off to Rivers again, and there goes Rivers bouncing off tackles, but gonna get nothing. And Westover's gonna use their final timeout of the game.
Feed Rivers the rock. I mean, he is feeling it out there, and he's still making moves. And Westover knows Northside's going to run the ball, and he's still hard to bring down. That's just the definition of a bell cow back. That running back that you just feed the rock to. But also, Rivers is very versatile because he can also catch passes on running back screens, wide receiver, wheel routes out and open in the flat. And he's got 3 touchdowns today. As we still try to get score updates, don't forget that you can watch the Prep Zone on Friday, but they're having kind of a mini Prep Zone tonight on WRBL because we do have 4 games for highlights, and we're going to try to get the score updates. I mean,
there's going to be a punt. And they touch the ball, and that's going to be recovered by Northside, and that will do it. Big time recover from Mr. Butler, and a big time mistake from Westover. And now with no timeouts, Northside can so now first down, Richard. That was a huge play.
It was.
And that was unbelievable that he didn't hold on. He didn't hold on to that ball. I don't know how he didn't.
Costly mistake by Westover.
We're going to try to get you that Kendrick update. We're trying to see if Kendrick got another big-time win. But they play in such a tough region, though, Richard. There's a lot
absolutely.
of teams. Most regions, like in 4 and 5A, there's only 4 or 5 teams in it, so 4 of the 5 make the playoffs. But in 2A, there's 7 or 8 teams. We cannot get an update. So if you are covering Northside, please give us an update. I mean, Kendrick. If you're watching this and you know the Kendrick score, type it in. Second down now. Kendrick. And another positive gain from Rivers. Clock keeps running. And I think this one's pretty much over with, Richard.
Oh, absolutely. We're at a minute left to go, and I think Northside is going to get out of here with a very well-deserved win, a bounce-back win after losing to Sumter County last week. They really had to make adjustments and get this win in front of this home crowd at Kinnett Stadium. And they get to enjoy a week off before they're back here at Kinnett Stadium in 2 weeks.
And for the big one, man.
I cannot stress how big that game is.
And it's a rivalry game, too, in both teams. And they're going to take a kneel there. Northside's could be 5-1, maybe 6-1. They're off this week, so Harris County's going to be 5-1 if they beat Sandy Creek next week. Northside will be 4-2. And that's going to do it here from Kinnett. Another huge win from Northside. They dominate the first half 21-6. Second half they win 13. Actually, they lose 14-13 here in the second half. But great job by Caden Clay. Sportsman's player of the game was Kingston Rivers. Great job by Andrew Orpeza. Good job by that Northside defense. Thank you to our sponsors. Terry Johnson Agency, the Menifee Agency, Alice Quinney Allstate Agency. Also thank you to Barringer Construction, Alliance Specialty Contractors, Happy Hour Bar and Grill, the Columbus Lions. Thank y'all for what you do and your support of our coverage of high school football around the Tri-City area. Richard, any final thoughts?
Well, Kingston Rivers had not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns in this game. Have yourself a day. Also have yourself a day, Caden Clay, with 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run as Northside goes to 4-2. They will have a bye. They will take on Harris County, and they will start region play. It's going to be region play starting in the month of October for a lot of schools here in the Chattahoochee Valley. And we've had a fun night. We had a busy night of high school football in and around the Chattahoochee Valley. And get ready for a busy night tomorrow.
Can't wait. We'll be at Pacelli for Pacelli versus Gatewood. Number 1 Pacelli versus number 1 Gatewood, both in the GIAA. It's going to be fantastic. Gatewood undefeated. We'll be doing high school game day at 6 o'clock. Then at 7:30, Viking Live. Myself, Dave Platt, and Richard Holdridge will be there. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. From Richard Holdridge, I'm Thrift Barringer saying good night, be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow night.